So, welcome to day 27 of the 30-day prayer and meditation program. And I'm Bela here again with you. Thank you so much for joining me here. And today I'm talking about anxiety and getting grounded. So, how do we get out of this space of anxiety and get grounded? So, this is what we are talking about today. So, this is something that nobody can escape, anxiety. We all have. But how long we are going to be in that space is our choice always. And that is why when we become more conscious and aware of our energies, of how we feel, and we remember and have the deep connection with God, we are able to tune into the connection with God. We're able to dissolve that instantly. And no matter what the difficulty is, how much ever hard or difficult in life situation is, the only way we can come out of it is through God. I know that because when difficult times came in my life, I was already practicing coaching work at that time, over a decade in 2016. And I was teaching courses, certifying people with many techniques and many ways of doing things, but none of them worked for me when things became hard for me. And that is when I realized that, anxiety is not a quick fix where you can just have a pill or you can just say a few words to yourself positively and come out of it, or you close your eyes and you'll be fine. I'll say some, techniques. There, everything that goes on. And in the end, there are people around us who can't create difficult situations for us. And so the only way out of that, it took me about 2 years to come out of that situation, fighting with all the things that I thought I had in my toolbox, and I was teaching others with it. Eventually, my panic button and anxiety was at the roof at that point, and I knew that I had to find a way because there's no other, something different. And that's when I started praying, and that's when I started connecting to God. And in my own way, there was nobody teaching me exactly the steps, but I found my way around in the end in many other ways. But that's the beginning. And the deeper we fall in love with God and deeper we surrender to God, our anxieties, the more we are in a place of unconditional peace and joy. And I emphasize the word unconditional because it is not going to change people around us, circumstances around us, but we are going to just be in a place of peace anyways. And that is the gift that we get when we connect with God. That is a space where we can choose to be every day, every single moment of our lives. So now to connect to this space every day and in this beautiful way, I have an app called Spiritual Manifestation 101 because I wanted everyone after that, my experience, to connect that way to to God and be in that place where they can receive the ultimate peace and not have to depend on outer circumstances and not have to worry about fortune cards telling them this is going to happen or not going to happen, because we start depending on God and God brings us the best. There's complete peace of mind then. And we can only depend on God once we are in that space, isn't it? If we're hanging on to our own will, our own control, how it's going to happen, it doesn't work that way. When we trust God, we are 100% in complete faith in God. We don't question it. We don't want to know when, what, why, because God brings us when we become the perfect vessel to receive. And that vessel happens or is created when we are completely detached from outcomes. We completely trust God, what He's going to do for us, and we're completely in place of unconditional peace and joy today, this very second, this very moment. And that is why it is so beautiful to build this. And we're not worried anymore about the results because we're already in a place of so much peace and joy. And that's why we become the portal to receive as well. The more relaxed we are, the better we receive miracles of God. And God obviously tests us in the beginning and makes sure that we are the right vessel to be strongly receiving everything. And then that's it. That's where we are in that space. We are whole, healed, and complete, and in a space of that energetically, and we feel perfectly in sync with God. And then the anxieties just go. That is when we completely ground ourselves, when we completely surrender ourselves to God. So the journey from anxiety to being grounded is what I just shared, this whole process of connection to God. So, I've created this app where you can connect with me and work with me, because it's a daily practice where we work and build this relationship with God and the source. It doesn't matter what you call. And because the important thing is that you build that connection. When I connected to God, I wasn't thinking of anything specific. I was just focusing on just the source God. I called on God, just saying that. So my work is showing you in a way to build whatever faith you may be having or not having. It doesn't matter. The point is that you connect and build that relationship of unconditional love and peace on a daily basis in such a way that you live in a place of joy instead of anxiety, and you feel grounded and anchored inside with God and feel safe and strong. So with this, I think we'll get on to our group prayer and meditation. And so please close your eyes. So God, we are here for everyone listening live and on the replay. God, we are here to connect with you in a deep way so that we can completely let go of our anxieties and worries and doubts or any fears as well, so that we can depend on you and release our anxieties, so that we can find our safety within you and anchor ourselves deeply inside within ourselves in such a way that we feel grounded, safe, whole, healed, complete in this very moment. And we are relaxed in space, knowing that you are in charge of our future. You are in charge of every single moment of our lives. And in this space, all we want is, God, your unconditional peace in return for letting go all the worries, tension, anxieties, so that we can just be in a place where we feel your support, where we can stand strong with you, where we can feel our feet firmly sure and grounded on this earth, where we can feel that we can hold ourselves when we may feel vulnerable or helpless, because we have you by our side. And that is our strength, and that is our key to unlocking our anxiety and finding peace. And we know, God, when we let go our ego and why, when, and fight within to what needs to happen and how it needs to happen, we know, God, we're letting go all the doubts. And we know all prayers are answered when we have no doubt and are in complete faith. And our step one here, every single day with anything that comes to us, God, we know is to surrender our worries and anxieties to you right away. Instead of trying to do anything, manipulate, fix, find answers, we know, God, the quicker we surrender to, the quicker we will get our answers, the quicker we will be on the other side. Help us to be that beacon of complete faith in you. Peace that is where we are channeling your peace, where we are your unconditional love, light, and peace every single moment for ourselves and everyone around us. And we just want to be in this space because here we know God is your love, light, blessings, and everything. Please let us not wander around where we don't need to be, and aligned to you and be grounded. Be sure of our success, happiness, peace, abundance, everything. We know God. This is the place where we can say that truly the heaven is here on this planet because we have you in our hearts. We have you and we have peace. And we are relaxed and we are breathing into your light and saying, God's light is shining in me. God's peace is shining in me. Keep breathing in and seeing this light, and just let this light just flow from above your head to all throughout your body. This light is lighting up any parts of your worries that are like darkness inside your mind. Any energy of darkness that might be inside your body is all lifted. Anywhere where you feel suffocated, stuck, energetically, holding your power back, everything. And you let go all that anxiety and breathe and surrender it to God. And here you are standing in light with God. This light is going all the way down to your feet and connecting to the earth. And you are standing strong with God. Firm, strong, peaceful, happy, relaxed, trusting, and having faith in God. And we so thank you, God, for this beautiful union and your love, your support, and everything. We thank you so much. Our thanks is never enough. And we are always, always, always grateful to you, God, for everything. And with this, you can slowly open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining me here today. And before I go, just want to remind you to check out the link if you wish to find out more about the app and other ways to work with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.